Have you ever drew a face that looked like a potato? Therefore, let me show you things that will help you draw much better faces quicker and easier. So the first thing that we want to do is to simplify our shapes. To do that, we can use a simple ball for our cranium, boom, and a simple jaw shape, something like that looks like this, boom. So from the side, it won't be a ball, it will be more like either two balls, something like that, or just an oval or an egg shape. So it would be more something like this, boom. And then there is a volume for the hair. And then in the front we have our front of the face and jaw, which would be this shape. So 1, 2, and 3 lines. And here we have 5, boom. And you can already tell that these look like a face. We can also add a quick neck like this, boom. And now it looks much closer to a face. Boom. So this part of simplifying is actually crucial to drawing faces, but what I usually start with is just a simple ball, and then I just add a vertical line. Now, depending on the angle and where the character is looking, the line would be either here, so that center, if the character looks in front, or more to the side, or even fully to the side, depending on the angle. Again, but also then the ball, as I said before, would change to more like an oval or egg, so more volume in the back for like a more side view profile, I guess, drawing portrait. Now this line also there, and there, depending on the angle, is our symmetry line. So in a front basic view like that, it's pretty straightforward. Basically it divides the face into left side and right side. From like a profile view, it just shows us only one face, and in 3/4 view it shows both sides, but one is more visible depending on the closer one to us. Now also, if you want to learn how to draw a face from a basic potato to fully rendered one, you can check out my classes, link in the description below. But now let's quickly move to the next part, which is proportions. So we have our super basic shapes, but now we need to actually establish everything on the face, so where everything belongs. So let's go to the simple default front view, and here, if we have our top of the head, maybe around somewhere here, or maybe actually lower here, if we have our top of the head, then our chin. So whenever I draw a face, I usually just do this, boom, I mark the chin somewhere, boom, top of the head, and then middle between top and chin, I put a line for our eyes. And same here, you can see also the guidelines under a little bit, boom, we can actually do this, boom, we have our eye line. Now a little bit above that, we have our eyebrow line, boom, and it's just a little bit above that. So same here, we would put this at around maybe here, but what it does, it gives us actually a lot of information, because now we can place our thirds. So our thirds basically divide the face into 3 parts. Now from this actually could be a little bit lower to match the eyebrows, boom, but from the eyebrow line to the chin, in the middle we have our nose, as you can see here, and then going here from eyebrows to the chin, in the middle, perhaps maybe somewhere here, we can measure with our fingers. And usually for whenever I draw my faces, it's around actually this cross section between the vertical line of the symmetry line and the circle. So there would be our nose, and now with this nose we can find our third. So basically take this size, this length here, same as here, and then put it on the forehead. So we can take our fingers, boom, and it will be somewhere around here. And this same here, so we take 1/3 here, boom, we would have the forehead here. So it divides the face into thirds. So 1/3, 1/3, and 1/3. Same as here. Now one disclaimer, you can always play with these proportions depending on the character. You can make the forehead bigger, smaller, the middle part you can make bigger, smaller. It just depends on the look of the character that you're going through. These are just like ideal generic proportion for like a character that you can just use, and it would be a good base to work from. Although for like anime art style, what I do is I usually just put the eye line a little bit lower, then a little bit above that again eyebrows, and then the thirds are a little bit different, but you can just always play with the proportions yourself. So then after I have these thirds, what I do is I try to find the place for the eyes. So one rule that I like to keep in mind always is to make the space between eyes the same as one eye width. And for that I just place some markers like this and usually just measure it with either fingers or like that, and we can see that this is too big, so we can move this a little bit closer, this a little bit closer, and try to make this symmetry here. And in the side view I like to make this trick where I just take one eye width and put the same width to the nose bridge here. It's actually this part here where this goes here and this goes out. So I usually just from that take the same length as the eye, I put it here and put it here. Boom. So here coming back, let's measure if it's anything different. Still too big, so I think we can move this part here. Now it makes much more sense. Boom. Take it again, and now it's still. So we can, I guess, move this part here, and now we have perfectly fine. So basically now take this part here. Boom. It would be probably around here. So let's make a new layer around the same. Boom, around the same. Whoa, and around the same. So we can probably make this a little bit smaller like that. This also a little bit smaller. Boom, and we have a place for our eyes. And now here, so basically here we have one eye, and here we have second eye. Now obviously inside this like that more, but we also have the sides of the face. And here what I like to just do is either whenever I have the eye width, I just take half of that and put it to the side. So this is 0.5 and this also will be 0.5. Boom. And same here. This will be half, so it would be somewhere around here, and same half there. Boom. Maybe closer. So from that point and that point we go down for the jawline. And now this also gives us the nose. So usually what I saw the proportions in the internet that the nose would have a width of the corners of the eye, but I like to make it actually a little bit thinner, so less width. For example, you can see this here. Boom, that the nose is indeed smaller. But again, look at your reference, look at the character you're drawing, and just make these choices and just make these changes based on the actual character you're drawing. But then, so this would be the nose around here. Perhaps you can also above that make eyebrows, so probably something like this. Boom, same here like that. Simple eyebrows, real thin. You can make it thicker, still depends on the character, but actually this would be a little bit closer here. We can now erase a little bit of our guidelines, and always do guidelines. These are always useful. Okay, so now one thing that I struggled a lot with was placing the mouth. So basically what I would always do is go here, middle between nose and chin, and start drawing mouth. But I learned after some time that it's not like that. So pretty much you still make the point between the nose and the chin, but this time a little bit below, like slightly below. This will be actually the bottom of the lips, and then above that we'll have the actual middle. So, but you can also find the middle of the lips by dividing this part into thirds. So third, and I guess let's say that these are the same. So it would be more something like this. Boom. Here we have the Cupid's bow, and here obviously these lips are super small, but pretty much here we would have our lips. Boom, on this level here. So this will be for the bottom of the lips, and this here will be top. So, and this place is actually pretty important also for establishing later a couple of things. So now one thing that we miss. So now another thing is the jaw. So basically from this level here of the mouth, what I usually do is just go at an angle, same here, down, and then at about point where we have our mouth level, we go and connect to the chin, something like this. Boom. Try to make it kinda similar. Also, width of the chin can be, for female character at least, can be the same as the either the nose or just the eyebrows. So we can make this a little bit thicker like this. Also, for anime characters, for example, you can make this pointy, but just depends on style you're going for. Boom. We have our place for our facial features, our face. Boom. There would be a forehead. Now here we would have our eyes. We can do a simple shape. So for eyes, what I actually like to do is make the upper eyelid either like a 2 lines or 3 lines, something like this. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2. And then for the bottom one, do 2, same for this here. And we have a simple shape for the eye. And you can make like more like thinner eyes or like more bigger eyes, depending on also the expression, but also a style you're going for. But yeah, we can just draw these here. Boom. We can just either copy it. Boom. Make it a little bit closer, then go here, then go here, and we have simple eyes maybe here. And if we just make the upper eyelid a little bit thicker, we'll have the eyelashes. Also, you can just, I mean, this brush is pretty nice for adding eyelashes, especially if we change this. Well, but yeah, so for eyes, I usually just make this here thicker like this. Boom. Make it a little bit like a ducktail, and then go and draw like 1 or 2 eyelashes. Then same for the bottom. Boom. Can add maybe 1 or 2 and 3, and that's basically it for the eyes. Also, then we have our iris like this, but I will do a tutorial for the eyes layer other day. Boom. But yeah, simple eye like this. Boom. And a little bit shadow and highlight. Boom. And we have a simple eye. So then we add our nose, which here one thing to pay attention and remember is that the ball of the nose, so pretty much the middle of the nose, would be lower than the actual sides. So here we would have these holes for the nose, then like a little bit of that. Boom. And here we have our sides of the nose, and it can be super simplified. It doesn't have to be something like really complicated. It can be like a super simple shape, or maybe this a little bit higher. Boom. To make it kind of symmetrical. Boom. And then for the mouth, as I said before, we just do a V for this, another V up, then a little bit like that. Boom. Here we have a T lines. Boom, like that. Boom. Have a simple mouth. Now I like to make the mouth smaller, the like thinner from side to side. But what you can also do, let's now do another thing. So one thing that I already see is that the eyes are actually a little bit too small. So something like this, they're too far apart. So let's actually add some details to them. Boom, boom. Okay, so now, for example, iris would be somewhere around here, perhaps. It doesn't have to be perfect for now, and just try to make them have kind of similar size. But usually around from here to pupil, here, I would put the corners of the lips. So these are a little bit smaller. So let's put it, so let's make them a little bit wider like that. Boom, we have it. And now quickly for the neck, I usually put it at around the iris, the pupil. So perhaps can be even somewhere around here. Boom. Depending also on the character. For females, they are usually a little bit thinner. Boom. For male, we could even do something like super thick. So these are super simple like shapes and proportions. But if you want to learn more, you can check out my classes in the description below. Thank you for watching and bye.